Hey, what's going on, guys? So what I've been wanting to do is I've been filming music videos for roughly 3 years now, and I've never really posted any of them or any of my, behind the scenes or what kind of goes on and the process of all this. And I've never honestly even started posting them until recently. So something that I wanted to start to do a little different for you guys is basically break down the video in real time with you guys and kind of show you guys, I'll display the screen right here or, somewhere around here. So that way you guys can follow along with the video. I'm not going to play the whole video outright before I start doing my critique on it and exactly how everything went. I will put a link in the description below to the actual YouTube video so you guys can go see it uninterrupted. But as far as this one, I'm going to be breaking it down, pausing it, playing, and kind of just talking about what went on and kind of just went into making Lunita by UnoTopics. It was filmed in the course of one day in LA. It was a 2-location setup. We basically flew in, and through the week we kind of just hung out, and on one of the days we just chose to film this music video. The funny thing about it that a lot of people don't know or wouldn't know is that UnoTopics actually was suffering from heat exhaustion in this music video. We had just arrived in LA, and we ended up just, we didn't start filming till the nighttime when the sun was going down. The main course of that was, Lunita. We wanted to wait till sunset and then film closer into the nighttime. And so through the course of the day, we actually went to the beach, and we all hung out and just kind of drove around LA and just, having fun. So we decided to, hang out in LA. With that being said, he was out, we were out in the sun. We were in Santa Monica, we were in Topanga, we were in downtown LA, and it was just out in the sun, out in the bare sun all day leading up to this. And if you're not prepared for it and you're just out in the sun all day and you have something going on later in the day, it'll definitely play a toll on you. And so honestly, props to UnoTopics because he pulled it together and made it happen. So I don't know if you guys can see it in the video, but he definitely was going through it. I remember there was a bunch of times in the studio section where we had to keep taking cuts because he just, was going through it. So, it's a lesson we learn, and luckily we happen to make it, come to life because it's definitely one of my favorite music videos that we produced. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and break it down for you guys. So that way you guys can kind of see, what goes into it and so forth and stuff like that. So going to the beginning right here, let's put the audio on. So starting out, we wanted to put some type of nice little intro into it. With a lot of my music videos, I like to put some type of intro, not using any of the music sometimes and just using sound effects. It's just something that I kind of like to do. And I mean, if the song doesn't call for it, sometimes I'll shy away from it, but majority of the time I like to kind of let my creative side go and make some type of cool intro that, leads into the music video. So here's I think it was the first 10 seconds. So let's go into it, and I'll just stop it at the next key point when I want to talk about something. So here we go.
Cerca se me arregla la tierra. Eres mi calma cuando cae la noche. Mi pensamiento cuando el sol se esconde. Si tú me llamas, yo llego en un toque. Tu sombra siempre conmigo responde. Cuando te pienso se me enciende el alma.
Now I'm gonna stop you right here because for a good point right here, when dealing with these outdoors, this rooftop scene that you're seeing right here, what's a funny story about this is we only had roughly an hour to film this, and it was basically a one-man band. So this music video I filmed by myself. So, you know, putting up the lights, setting up the gimbal, setting up the rig for handheld shots, switching out lenses and so forth, going over the script, going over the pacing of everything. I did all of that, so.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
So this, honestly, the rooftop, a lot of people might not know or ever know if I never talked about this, that was probably the most stressful part of the music video. You know, I just gotta say it's the most stressful part because you have 1 hour and this one studio happened to be really strict on time. So with it being really strict on time, they were saying that if we stayed even a minute over, I mean, I don't know how strict they are with it, but in the description it said if we stayed even a minute over, that we were gonna be charged time and a half for the extra time. So we had to be packed up and fully done and out of there by the designated time that we were gonna be out of there so we don't get charged the extra time. So a lot of pressure, but you know, when it's crunch time, a lot of music videos end up in crunch time sometimes. You gotta be ready to work on the fly. So this is one of those instances and I'm just happy that it came together and we were able to capture it and tell the story as is. So with enough said, let's go back to it.
Necesito más que tu mirada. Cuando te siento todo se coloca. Lunita mía, tu luz siempre me guía. Cuando te acercas, mi cuerpo se activa. Lunita mía, eres mi noche.
Does not have image stabilization in the lens. So this was just basically off of the gimbal and the camera stabilization and trying to ninja walk as best as possible when, you know, you're trying to speed run within the time frames and being a solo filmer. Yeah, you can see some of those micro jitters in some of them, but we were able to clean it up pretty well with the warp stabilizer. So warp stabilizer has saved my life more than not. Like it's done amazing work. I use warp stabilization in a lot of my stuff, and sometimes you do gotta dive a little deeper into After Effects to tune it up because you get a little bit of that like waviness in the clip. So good thing is that we were able to fix those micro jitters with warp stabilization in post-production. One of those funny jokes of we'll fix it in post just happened to play out in my favor that day. So happy about that. And yeah, let's continue on.
Eres un secreto que nadie descifra. Tu corazón habla sin que tú digas. Tu silueta marca toda mi vida. Y tu perfume siempre me...
Real quick too, on those nighttime shots right here that we just saw, those were peak stress for me. Let me just tell you that, peak stress. I was going through it just because I had practiced recently and I did a midnight beach shoot where I took lights out onto the beach and I was able to light it and actually make it look pretty good without having any harsh highlights on it. Now the problem with it was that we were on a rooftop in LA and during the time of this filming, it was super windy. Like I'm talking like ridiculously windy. So what was honestly crazy about it is luckily we had somebody there that was able to help us with holding the light stand up from blowing over with the wind. But a new problem arose was as we were filming, we couldn't put the light stand too high because the little swivel on it started to come loose and spinning the light on the top. So we couldn't put it too high because we didn't have anything to tighten that little swivel down that was holding the light. So if you were not holding the softbox that we were using, the light would legit 360 spin, which as I'm filming, now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, if this thing spins enough, it's gonna unscrew and fly off the roof, this rooftop in downtown LA. So as we're filming, trying to keep my composure to keep it going, I'm looking at this light just go back and forth. So we had to keep it kind of low. and the person I was helping actually had to hold the softbox in place, and we weren't able to keep it really high on a C-stand. So with that being, there was kind of like it was a little like harder than expected to get that shot. And luckily I was able to do a nice color grade on it, and I had enough experience in it to be able to minimize those highlights, make it look really nice, and actually make it all come together. Honestly, Premiere Pro's got some cool new effects on it. I know a lot of people say color in DaVinci. I do have DaVinci, I'm not too, well-rounded in it yet. I'm still learning on it, so I still prefer to color grade in Premiere Pro. This whole project was color grade in Premiere Pro. It was edited by Devane. He did all the VFX editing, and I just did the intro to the video. But he did a really good job with putting the clips together and making them flow really well as putting in his VFX and his spin on it. So big shout out to him for helping out with that. It all honestly came together really well, and I'm pretty happy with it. From all the chaos I went through, especially with the rooftop, that was the biggest headache for me, trying to make sure I get it through it and doing it all by myself. But once we got to these studio sessions, it honestly calmed down a lot more, and we had it for 3 hours. So we were able to do all that. But then the next problem arose, which was, like I mentioned before, UnoTopics had heat exhaustion.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
That's too damn bad! You keep digging!
And it's the end of the day. I'm talking, we were filming till, I think we got the studio at like 9 p.m., 10 p.m. And we were at the beach at, around 12. So this is later in the day. He's at peak exhaustion, basically, from being sick all day. So we were trying to rush it, and not rush it, but we were trying to be very proficient with the timing, just because each take, you can tell there were clips that weren't in here where he was stumbling and he just looked out of it. So we had to, take little breaks, get it going, cool him down, and go from there. So let's get back to it.
No necesito más que tu caricia. Cuando me toca todo cobra vida. A mí contigo nada se termina. Eres mi suerte, mi mejor esquina. Tú me controlas sin decir palabras.
Pretty cool VFX right here.
Tu boca manda, mi alma te abraza. Tu movimiento rompe mis barreras. La luna cambia cuando tú llegas. Lunita mía, tu luz siempre me guía. Cuando te acercas, mi cuerpo se activa. Lunita mía, quédate toda la vida. Eres mi norte, mi paz y mi adrenalina. Dime si vuelve que yo te sigo. Si tú me llamas, corro contigo. Luna y destino, todo es contigo.
I'm just gonna pause it real quick there. The lighting in the studio was just perfect. Now, as a filmmaker, you're gonna come to find out that it's not just coming down to the equipment, how you shoot things and just doing stuff like that, but lighting plays a huge play in filming anything, photos, filming, anything it may be. So it's really important to learn lighting. I'm still, adaptively learning with lighting. I haven't, every time we get studios, I get the opportunity to work with big lighting, basically big lighting scenarios, just like this studio. It was big panel lights across the ceiling, and that lighting just looked perfect. Just some of the best lighting I like. That whole studio scene was just amazing. And even this setup right here, it's a multi-light setup just to make all this light. We got lights in the bookshelves, lights looking at the, on the sides, key lights, so forth, multicam setups, stuff like that. A lot goes into it just to make things look good. And that studio just looked perfect lighting, and it just all came together. So very happy with that. Definitely learning lighting. I plan on using more lighting techniques in the future just to make things more cohesive. When I first started doing music videos and honestly just started in the realm of it, I had lights, but I had no clue what I was doing. I was just thinking, you know, put lights up, maybe put a softbox on it. I didn't know if I should put the grid on or keep the grid off or just use a dome piece on it so that way it can just, I don't know, just light it. But then you kind of find out, oh, like this looks harsh. This is how you make it softer. This is how you do this, you know? So that's kind of a good little key point to point out, you know, learn your lighting. Just like all of us, we got to keep adapting and learning. Learning the lighting is a key factor in making your videos pop a lot more. So let's get back to it. Boom. So now that concludes the music video of Lunita Mia. So now key points for basically the end of this video and breaking down this. If you decide to get into music videos, trust me, I'm still new to the space and I'm still learning, I'm still doing things, still adapting to it all. And one of the key things that I like to point out and like to tell people is that this stuff, like filming music videos, it doesn't always go as planned. So you're always gonna have to keep your head on a swivel and kind of, the real test is, to me, is can you rise to the occasion when things need to be changed on a dime or on the spot and keep maneuvering from there. So we had script changes, you know, you have to work with what's in your budget. And so that can sometimes come with script changes. Sorry, I can't talk right now, geez. Script changes. And this was our second way of going about it. If you have, you know, bigger budgets, you can start doing, you know, bigger effects, bigger VFX, and bigger productions. But going off of this right here, my goal is to make this look as a high-end production as possible with it just being me, which is just fine, you know, it's just fine because I'm up for the challenge. Now, this music video is definitely one of my favorites. I got to shoot in some of the coolest studios in LA. I mean, it was only two, it was a rooftop and inside this pretty cool red carpet studio. Now, I chose the red carpet studio just because I like the textures of the wall and I like how the carpet being red gives like a nice sense of a pop to the video. It's not just all one, because if you notice, he is wearing gray and black, and then with the background being a bit of a grayish blue, the red carpet gives a nice color shift and a good pop to it, as well as his skin tone giving it. So I guess it's like I think they call it the 60-30-10 rule in color. So this is basically 60% grayish blue, 30% red, and then 10% would be his skin tone. So it comes off a lot more appealing to the audience when you look at it, because it's more eye candy basically. From there, the rooftop scene, definitely something that it was one of those times where it's gonna test you, you know? You're filming there by yourself, you're on a time crunch, and you gotta pull it together, you know? And that's how I look at it, you know? You either rise to the occasion or let it crumble you. And this is one of those ones where I feel like I rose to the occasion. I was able to still film and get some nice shots of it, take some risk involved into it. And yeah, into the final project, I basically color graded it, filmed, directed, scripted, so forth, all that. Devane did the editing, VFX. And yeah, at the end of the day, this was a well put together music video that I really like. It's up there and definitely my top 3 with all the music videos I've done with UnoTopic. And I can't wait to do more. I can't wait to learn more. We got some new ones that some are actually finished and in the chamber ready to publish. We're just waiting on a few things, but we are also thinking on a new music video. He's previewed it on his live and he previews it on his stories. If you guys follow him on Instagram, if not, I'll leave his Instagram down in the bio so you guys can check him out. He's always dropping, you know, sneak peeks of new music. One of the songs on there if you've heard it, it's a pop song. I won't talk too much about it, but it is a pop song, and we have a big idea of what we're gonna be doing for it. Now it just comes down to, scripting it. We have somewhat of an idea. We have a rough draft idea of what we wanna do. Now it just comes down to finalizing it. So in all, for Lunita Mia, I love this music video. It's one of my favorites. The studio sessions were just perfect for me. I enjoyed every part of it. It was fun. Besides the heat exhausting and fighting through it to get out of there, it was an amazing experience and a great day. Can't wait for the next one. If you guys have any questions, drop it down in the bio. I'm gonna be doing more music videos in the future because I have a few in the chamber that I haven't done, as well as photo shoots and wedding films. For those of you who know me, I'm a wedding filmmaker, and that's how I started. But now I'm transitioning into music videos as well. So I'll be diving into wedding films. Those are gonna be a little exciting as well. For those of you that know, that have filmed weddings, weddings are curveballs after curveballs, and you got to have experience to know how to navigate those weddings. I've been doing them for a couple of years now, got a little over 50 weddings under my belt, so somewhat seasoned in the industry. So we're definitely gonna be touching on some new stuff. Leave some comments down below on what you guys think. And yeah, till next time, guys, I appreciate you guys sticking around if you guys made it to the end. And yeah, till next time, see you later, guys.